Yo, 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 yo. Got a call from the made men. Got a call from the made men, man. Look like, I guess, a little traction being made on that end. Turn this light down a little bit, man. You know, I be freestyling. I just pop in. I don't be doing all the pre-promo. If you pop in, you pop in. If you don't, you don't. We're going to get it going, though. Got my man HK. Finna pop in. Those of y'all don't be offended. That's just his name. Even Blackstones, I don't think he got too much. I don't know what the fuck it mean. But at the end of the day, there you go. Yo,
Yo, Brody.
man,
Yo.
listen, I don't know about you, but this
Yeah.
made men movement that it started is it got some traction. It
Yeah.
got some serious traction going
It
on.
been all over, bro. It been all over. Everybody been hitting me up, man. Everybody been saying, man, I seen Wack, man. He said something about it, bro. And shit.
It made, listen, I've sat back and I've been in deep thought about this whole prison thing, right? And
Yeah.
I've I put on the hat of a mainline dude. I put on the hat of a convict, and I sat back and I thought about it, and it's like the whole thing is set up. It has no give. It has no gray area. It has no exceptions to the rule, and it's really designed for everybody that got life of 700 years. It's designed for them to have the say so. It's designed basically to say, do what you got to do to come up here with us. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I had 16 months and I sat in the county 3 months, went to the reception for a month, reception say this man got 5 months left. We're gonna send him to a level 2, a level 1. I got 5 months. I get to the level 2 or level 1, and they saying you got to commit an act on the yard against somebody to get enough points to get your points up to come up here with us. Now, here's the problem. That means you can't just, it's not just one infraction, it's 3, 4 infractions.
Because it's 12 points between each level. And one write-up only gets you about
Six,
6 points. So
six
you gotta get
points.
two on each one. Yes.
Okay, so let's just say it's 4 infractions. And let's say we're going to keep it low. Let's say it
But to
ain't
be
no.
fair, right? To be fair, I do want to say this. It is like one or two level twos that is still good, but it's not enough for everybody.
Okay, so let's say I say, you want me, I got 5 months left to go home to my woman and my kids in 5 months.
Yep.
But you telling me I got to commit 4 infractions. Let's keep it, let's say ain't no stabbings or no assaults. That I'm getting 90 days of pop for, 12 months. So now my 5 months, I gotta add another 12, and on the last infraction, if I do good, I might could get that 90 days back. So let's say 9 months.
Right.
So my 5 months, I just turned into 14 months where I'm sitting with a bunch of swinging dicks, grown men.
Exactly.
Instead of doing my 5 months and going home to my family. Now listen, here go the thing. I've walked many yards. I only program with who I program with. I don't have to program or work out or play spades or
Or
be
eat or
friends
none of that shit.
with these people. But what you
No.
saying is, because you sitting up there with 3 life sentences plus 100 years, y'all better do what you gotta do to come up here with us.
Well, the thing is this, right?
I can't.
Them niggas is who the hard press line should be for because they have nothing else. If you got life, you need to be 10 toes down in this motherfucker. Like that's what people forgetting when you talk about niggas like Peabody who's drew up these paperworks and shit. Them was supposed to be our hardest of our hardest. Them was supposed to be our frontline soldiers. So that was their job to go first to protect the homies that didn't have life to do certain shit. That's what they there for. So them hard press lines is supposed to be for niggas like that. They supposed to be on level 4. They supposed to be trooping. They supposed to be doing
But
all
we're
this.
not
But to
talking
put
about them. That ain't the problem.
yeah,
We talking
to
about the
push that shit
youngsters
on
that come
everybody
in.
else is wrong.
So another issue I had, and it was confusing to me. So if a youngster come in, 18 to 25, they send him to a YOP yard with a YOP program. He
Yeah,
don't know. Reception, they say you 21. We're gonna send you over here so you can take these classes, get some time off, so you can go home. So he like, okay, cool. He never been to jail. He go over here. The minute he touched that yard, he can't. They saying if he go to that yard they want him on, they gonna do something to him and get him out of there anyway.
true. Now I just
So
talked to somebody and they said that they had a situation like that, right? With a young nigga from 20s or whatever. He came and he said he didn't know no better. And they told him, all right, you go on the next 5 DPs and we gonna DP you. Hey, we gonna DP you and then you go on the next 5 DPs. And they gonna let him stay or whatever. But all yards ain't that forgiving. That yard happened to be that forgiving, but look at what they made him do still. 5 DPs and DP itself.
so that means he got to go on 5 moves,
5 moves.
which could might one of them might get him another 5 years.
Possibility is there for sure.
Cause it could be, one of them. And then he gotta get a DP.
True. Because the whole
Because
point of the DP is to make sure that the person who getting the DP don't lose.
so because the youngster got sent to a youth defenders program yard, he
Yeah.
figured it out. He get up out of there, but now this is what I'm saying. Like, so is this is what drove you
And
guys to say, "Hey, bro"?
fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, that's what drove it to say fuck it. Like I mean, why keep saying please and please and please, man? Fuck it, bro. We got niggas with backgrounds that's gangsters. We got all that too. So it's like, I mean, if you don't want to accept the nigga, then fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is already what it is. So now we start saying, okay, this is what we pushing. We pushing growth. We pushing maturity. We pushing all of this, the stuff that should be pushed in our communities anyway. So fuck it. Fuck the niggas.
So, and I'm thinking about it. Everybody, this is mainline, whatever. This is the other yards they say is back. Everybody is getting pushed down here. Last I checked, 3 out of every 5 yards was pretty much the yards they say is no good. So the numbers are in those yards. But what tripped me out is when I started to learn the people I knew was only, I'm like, bro, they got some real. generals, some real hitters down here. So when
True.
you came with the, hey bro, we no longer going for being called PC or no good or bad peoples. We're made men. And I'm like, what you mean? You say whack. The people up there getting told what to do, they the boys. We down here educating if somebody do something wrong and don't deserve the ultimate, we sit them down, have a conversation with them. Because some of these people, you said, whack, some of these kids, I see my kid in them. So what would I want to do with my son?
And that's why I did the live with Damn Homie. Shout out to Damn Homie. That's why I did the live with Damn Homie with the young niggas that's around here, just so people could see and get a visual of the type of niggas that they throwing away, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas don't deserve to be thrown away because they went to a yard that the prison system sent them to. And I do want to say that, bro, the prison system, they know what the fuck they doing. You feel me? They know what they doing, bro. Like, they doing this shit and they pitting people against each other, but I mean, we worse for going for it though. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I definitely know what you're saying. Oh shit.
Yeah, we worse for going for it because at the end of the day, like we know what they doing, and yet we still feeding into it. We letting them make a designation and and say what yard is for what, and then we running with those designations. You know what I'm saying?
So
Instead of
slow down.
making
When you say the prison system knows what they're
yeah,
doing, you're saying that they have already mapped out that they're going to make minimum yards that are acceptable amongst inmates and more yards that's not, which turns the inmates against each other. But I think it's a deeper plan than that because I just heard they about to flip another yard in Lancaster. So that means 4 out of the 5 yards will be considered a yard people can't go to. So what's gonna happen when 90% of the prison population are the other yards? They're gonna have to start putting these other dudes in the hole or something.
eventually at some point they're gonna put them somewhere where they don't get much program because they are going to be the minority in prison. They already are the minority in prison, and they don't want to, accept it. And that's from both races. That's for Mexicans, blacks, whoever. It's more Mexicans that's on all these other yards, whatever they want to call them, than it is in on main lines. And it's more bad prisons than it is good prisons. So what does that make them? The minority already. And this is another thing too that I want to say. You feel me? Um, but these politics being enforced with Hispanics and white boys and those type of things, right? So just recently in 2018, when they made the EOP program non-designated because it used to be GP EOPs and they used to be
That way,
SMY EOPs.
EOP is, I think, what we call the hot med building. When it get 90 degrees, you got to go in, right? Is that
If
EOP?
you own heat meds, if you're on heat meds, then yeah, you got to go in when it get 90
Because it
degrees.
was always one building on the main line yard. That was that building, but they was on the main line with us.
It's different now. Well, now it's like EOP is more enhanced. It's called enhanced outpatient program. So the thing about EOP is you get therapy once a week, some places every other week. You get groups, you get not only your 10 hours a yard or your mandatory out of the cell time, you get another 10 hours of groups, which is all these different some of them is recreational when you go in there, you play dominoes and shit. Some of them is therapy based and mental health based, but it's more intensely based on your mental health. So that's a mental health program. It's really supposed to be like for people that's in a mental health crisis bed. The program is supposed to be temporary, but everybody take the time that they take, especially when it's a better program and you pretty much getting a
So,
lot more.
what makes the EOP yard so-called bad is because PDF files and other people are down there.
Yes, it's non-designated. So when they made it non-designated, What that basically mean is if you got a mental health problem, we're not designating you as mainline or SNY or none of that shit. Like if you got a mental health problem, come get your mental health problem fixed and go back wherever you're supposed to go. That's the state way of putting it or thinking.
But here goes the problem. A person comes down, gets his mental health right, but now
Yeah.
because he was down there, he can't go back up.
No.
So he's forced to stay down there. So you got to choose
Or
between,
or tap out all the way.
what do you mean by tap out all the way?
Go SNY or PC, whatever they would call it. You know what I'm saying? All the way. Not no 50-50 yard. Not no that sign the chrono and say, okay, I can't go back to the main line.
So when you EOP, that ain't what your chrono says.
No, when you EOP, you could be still designated as general population on your chrono. You just in the EOP program, and for the temporary time that you're in the EOP program, you're considered non-designated. You have no designation. Your mental health.
Okay, so who who made the decision to make EOP a bad yard? If it says they down here to get their mental health right, then they can go back. Who said, well, as of now, y'all can't come back? Like who
In 2018, when they made it non-designated, that's when they made the rule. Now, mind you, I was already EOP before that. You feel me? But from everything that I've gathered and from common sense, it's the Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? And even they'll tell you that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, those kind of yards been bad. Those kind of yards been bad for them. They couldn't go to EOP yards. And so that's what the whole shift was. Okay, they making it non-designated, so they're publicly saying that these kind of people are going to be on those yards. But the thing about it is, we got all kind of homies, reputables on both sides that went back and forth to them yards before 2018, before when it was just GP EOP, right? And they'll tell you on those yards, it was white boys and Mexicans, and they was already bad. When they was coming from SNY yards, they had to sign off their chrono and basically state that they was GP again just to go back to those yards. And then when they finished the program, they would go back SNY. But because it was mostly GP EOPs, that was the majority, and then was in the better places, Folsom, Lancaster, and those places like that, they was like, okay, we gonna let y'all sign off just to go to these mental health yards and then go back. You feel what I'm saying? So they was already bad, and it was even blacks that was doing that. But when you was on them EOP yards, you're not asking people for their paperwork. You're not asking people where they came from. You just going over there doing whatever you're doing. Be it may, you do got some people who don't go over there for mental health reasons, who come over here and they be coming over here for because it's bitches, because you play sports with them, because you come in contact with them, because you get more out of cell time, you get to go play dominoes, you get more groups, you get more of pretty much everything that you don't get on the regular yards, especially when you're dealing with level 4, because even though you EOP, you still level 4.
so what do you mean? Um, do the program shut down at 4:30, like level 4?
For count everywhere in the state of California, the program shut down for count time.
But ain't no night yard.
It's not yard, yep.
Although they're level 4s.
I think like in 2019 or 20, right before COVID hit, they said that all level 4s all 270s, no 180s. So all 270s are eligible for night yard. Now, do they run them? Ah, they really don't in certain spots, but on them EOP yards they do.
Mm. So out of all the prisons, I forgot to count. I remember it was about 50, 60 at one time. Do you know the prison count now?
It's like 30 31 because they just shut down a couple and then they about to shut down, I think, CRC. I think they about to shut down CRC. So it about to be about 30 to 29.
How many prisons are deemed to be the good prisons?
Uh, You got Kern Valley, still good. Them 2 yards right there. You got High Desert. You got I think Pelican Bay got 1 yard. Uh, you got uh, you got Lancaster B yard. You got Folsom B and C. Um, you got you got a few more. So probably out of that, probably about 10. 11.
Last I was there, without the gym, it was 1,000 people a yard. It was 5 buildings, 200 inmates a building. So they don't even have enough room if everybody wanted to say they was mainline material to put them on a what they call a respectable main line.
Right. But at the end of the day, it's like, even if everybody, it's so hard because you got to understand how many people it is with these 50-50 yards. You got people coming from reception, and when they come from receptions, they points is what they points is, and they get sent to a, let's say, level 3 50-50. Like, let's say where Tory Lanez was at. I seen somebody on a interview. I think his name was the nigga Gumby from Hoover. He was saying, "Oh yeah, he told the police he couldn't be on the main line." Tory Lanez never did that. Tory Lanez didn't have to do that. Tory Lanez was on a 50-50 yard. So when he came in for reception, all he did was his points was where it was at, and they sent him to Tehachapi, and he just went to Tehachapi. He didn't have to tell nobody nothing. You feel me? I'm pretty sure when you was there, I remember one time hearing that you was like, "Shout out to the homie Tick. He in the cell with the homie Tick from PDL. Woo woo." That's when he had first got there.
Yeah, definitely.
So now he's in CMC. These yards, CMC was good. Blacks was going back and forth to the main line to back to CMC. That was not bad for black people up until 2020 or something like that, or probably like a little bit before that. These yards was good. These yards was good for us, but for Hispanics, they had a certain amount of time to get off of those yards. And it been like that from Vacaville to all of that. So now what they do in turn is they say it's bad. So you got niggas, Vacaville's like a fucking like a college campus, bro. You getting on the elevator with the bitches standing next to you with no police. You know what I'm saying? So you got niggas that's already there and they say, "Oh, y'all got this amount of time to come back." And they like, "Come back." Like, man, shit, fuck it. We gonna stay. So now you lose all them niggas, you feel me, that can't come back. You lose them because of this. And then now you got the Southerners and the Northerners, they're clicked up. Their rule now, as of like 2020, is if one of them move on another race, they move together, Northerners and Southerners. So they can push these politics to the point to where, okay, blacks start agreeing with them, and now you know majority of
Wait,
you got a
wait,
lot of blacks.
wait, wait, wait. You telling me Sureños and Norteños, if either side is moving on another race, they click up.
Yup, they made the Norteños said, okay, we're gonna stop fucking with the blacks, and y'all gotta stop fucking with the white boys, and we not fucking with them. If we're gonna be Rasa, we're gonna be Rasa, and that's it. You feel me? And they cut the white boys off. So now the white boys are solo bolo. And the Mexicans, all the Mexicans, if they get into it with blacks, they're moving together.
So Norteños and Sureños are all one.
Yes, they are moving together.
So what's the
And on the
blood in
main
the
line
Crips?
right now, on the main line right now, and somebody can tell me if I'm lying or whatever. They playing sports with the Mexicans, like they programming with the Mexicans. They you know
Who?
what I'm saying? The blacks
What you mean on the main line?
on the main line, basketball, football, contact sports.
So what are the Crips and the Bloods and the Bay Area brothers? What they doing? They still going at each other?
Um, I don't know. I ain't there, so I couldn't tell you about that exactly, but I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's even like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to I think I had it on my story or whatever. I was talking to an older homie who been, you know, fucked up with mental health shit. I call him by his Swahili name, but his name is Maniac. I think Maniac or something like that from Lanes. You feel me? Older homie. And he was just saying today the reason why he left the line is because he was in Folsom, which is where Yogi got killed. One of the last, and he was like, man, one of the last revolutionaries. He got killed in the month of August. You know what I'm saying? And these niggas up there, the Bloods and the BGFs, was at war over drugs and phones. So he like, man, in Black August, he like, man, y'all motherfuckers couldn't put that off for a month.
Okay. So we got, first of all, everybody, thumbs up, subscribe. You're on the 100 ENT YouTube channel. I got my man HK on here. He out of Blackstones. He's the
Gang them.
originator of what we now know to be the Made Man, a movement that was started by him. I believe I'm the first one to announce it about a week ago. You know, everybody get a platform. You know, everybody need a platform to voice their opinion. And I'm trying to understand this new way of California Department of Corrections with how they got it structured, what's good, what's not good. The brothers got tired of being referred to as this or that, and they just coming up with their own structure because if this what the program is, then they might as well dictate their program. You know what I mean? You know, it's a whisper right now, but for some odd reason, I think it's going to become a thunder. Um, when it comes to the made man, what are you guys looking to achieve? What's the ground rules? I'm pretty sure even you guys have some things y'all not going for.
First off, I want to say shout out to Woo Woo, whoever that is, that say he remember my heart in the pain freestyle. So that means you've been around fucking with me for a minute, but that was way before I even came to jail. Um, Now, as far as made men, bro, we this is what our thing is, right? Our thing is positivity, bro, and that's honest. Like we not on no bullshit. We want to see motherfuckers go home. We want to see growth. We want to see evolution, and we on what we supposed to be on as black men and trying to build each other. If you see the videos we posting, it's my brothers that's on the streets, that's picking up people homeless or people that's fresh out, taking them to do something with they, with their life. It's just all kind of positivity, and at the same time, the made man what it represent is, we came through as boys through this prison system, and we went through our struggles as boys, and everything that we went through made us into men. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that old term or that mafia term or none of that people assert with gangsters or whatever. And at the same time, we letting it be known, bro, we gonna step too. If niggas come up over here or niggas come up on us when they see us and they tripping, bro, we been around, we do this, so we gonna react the same way that any normal person that's defending his honor gonna react. You know what I'm saying? Now, do we hang out with punks or pedophiles? No, we don't. We don't, bro. We don't agree with that, just like y'all don't agree with that. But at the same time, bro, like we doing what we feel is best for us to go home. So if that mean being on whatever yard the state put us on, whether it be a 50-50 yard, I chose to come EOP. So my situation is different. I don't care. I stand on my decisions, and I feel like EOP is the best place for me because of my reason. I didn't explain them. I didn't show my face. I'm not gonna go without my therapy. I need to decompress. I've been in jail 15 years, and I found out that talking to somebody about what I got going on a weekly basis is what keeps my mental health stable. So that's what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? Now, um, other motherfuckers, whatever their reason may be, whether may have severe mental health issues and they need to come over here, then they can come over here. And if they want to stay, they can stay. And we gonna make sure they good. We gonna make sure they all right. We gonna make sure they ain't walking around here low functioning. Like we got low functioning homies that come over here and we help them out. You know what I'm saying? So our main thing is progression and getting back to the streets. That's our main thing. And growing and learning. And at the end of the day, like I said, no, we don't hang out with pedophiles. Like, if y'all really know what's good, like over here, that's the people that get victimized the most. It's pedophiles, it's rapists, all that. Like, now, mind you, we not checking every nigga paperwork, so we don't know who snitched. But if you from the city and you around here walking around and we know you a known snitch, oh niggas is gonna whoop him. Like that's just the honest to God truth. This is what's going on. So it's not what niggas think it is. Niggas not just programming with nobody. You got them niggas that's known snitches, bro. Them niggas barely got places to go. They can't go to the line or they can't go to no other where else. They go certain places. They be DRB certain places where nobody want to touch them. They get special privileges to go to level threes and level twos and shit. They do because they can't go nowhere else. They done been whooped off all kind of yards, bro. You got niggas that's around here that come from places that been told on too, and for their personal reason they getting up on snitches.
So you guys' situation is not we embracing the bad peoples, meaning people that have harmed children, people that have harmed
No,
women, things of that nature. And even you're saying people that have rat allegations on people, y'all not embracing them. You just pretty much saying the people that was that had to come to these yards to take their classes, do the things they had to do, that because of the rules that they made, can't go back. Y'all no longer accepting being called PCs or called bad peoples. Y'all taking on the moniker as the made men, and y'all
Yeah.
here to um, y'all here for
Uplift.
positivity,
We here for
uplift.
positivity. That's it. We here to uplift. We here to make sure that when y'all come in, these young niggas that then got ran off of the line for being on YOPs, we come in and we tell them like, bro, look, bro, you don't got to do it that way. We over here, bro. We looking out for our own. That's what I'm doing for sure. I got homies, bro. I'm still from somewhere. I still come from a place. So at the end of the day, when my homies come over here, like I said, I ran into the G homie today from Lanes, and his mental health been fucked up. And I asked him, I said, bro, how many people look out for you since you've been on these yards? He said, man, very few and in between. Very few and in between. I'm talking about you, bro. Man, I can name multiple different homies that have been over here I done ran into that didn't even take showers and nobody gave a fuck, bro. Nobody cared.
What you mean? Didn't take showers?
Like was so low functioning, they didn't get in the shower. Their head was matted to their head. They stink. Their clothes was dirty. And it's like, damn, this the homie. Like I was in juvenile hall with him. He was active. Like this was I was on the streets with him. He was really a
So
killer.
what
Like
would be wrong with them? Like they playing a role. They
no,
meant
sometimes they don't even be playing a role. Sometimes they come in here and they be stressed out and they fuck around with this crystal meth, these drugs, and it make them go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And they really be fucked up and they be needing to center themselves out. You know what I'm saying? It be different things. Some people snap from the stress. It be different things. Not everybody is over here faking or playing the role trying to be the case. Some people really need it. Some people really need it, and they don't even separate from the two.
when I was there, we called them type of people J Cats.
They are. This is a JCat yard.
Okay. But we used to have J Cats on the main line. They
Yeah,
would
I
be in the
mean,
Heatman building.
it's not like that no more. They got well. I mean, you probably can have them, but you got to think they're a liability though to a main line. If I'm being in all reality, they're a liability because they can snap off and do something crazy. They can take off on another race or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Then they start have everybody in something because they cast. They unpredictable. They can hear a voice that tell them to take off.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So they
So
really a liability. So homies that's smart, they tell them like, man, go over there. Like that's where you need to be at, especially when they come over there and do too much.
so what's happening? Cause I first started to hear hints of these type of yards maybe like 2018. I started to hear it. What's happening now when people parole? Because we got guys like Hawk from Hoover
Yeah.
who he been catching a little flack because he was on an EOP yard.
I
So
was
what's
with
happening
Hawk
when y'all
somewhere.
get
I
to
just
the
can't
street?
remember exactly which ELP yard I was on with Hawk, but I was with Hawk somewhere.
So what happened when y'all getting on the streets? Is this made man thing gonna continue to build? What is the brotherhood gonna continue to grow? People gonna still keep in touch from the prison to the streets to where you guys are, because it's gonna look like it's gonna be people from everywhere, all different neighborhoods, Bay Area, Dago, IE, LA, what Crip Blood, whatever. Are you guys? Do you
Right.
guys plan on networking in the same positive way and receiving the people who's leaving the prisons, coming to the streets? Because it looked like a lot of neighborhoods are saying they can't come back to the neighborhood.
Well, man, at the end of the day, like I said, bro, we about peace and positivity. You feel me? And shit like that. Like we are literally about uplifting. So we're not gonna get into a back and forth with them niggas about where they think we can't go or none of that. Like you can't tell a nigga who come from somewhere who was born in an apartment in that area that he can't come somewhere. Like, man, come on, bro. Everybody think they hard till it's time to be hard, bro. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But at the end of the day, yeah, we are on a push to embrace each other from in here to the streets to even my homies on the streets that's reaching back to us in here. It's more than just in here. It's a community and it's building rapidly, and people is starting to understand from normal people too, from people that don't have no gang ties. That's what we get our most support from. People that don't care about none of this shit. And it's more people like that. Yeah, too. Yeah, it's two of us. Hey,
Look, we're doing count.
yeah, it's all good. So yeah, it's the most support that we get. The most support that we are getting are from normal people, white ladies, old white ladies that have seen us, seen me talking to you, or then seen you shout out our movement and like, man, what can we do? Like, can we do something to help you get there? Can we order some books? Can we pay for some classes? Can we get a group in there? We getting support from people like that, bro. And I think me and you both know that's like the best support that a nigga could get if he want to be successful when he come home.
Yeah, because they're gonna open up doors. They're looking at you guys like it's like the made men are gonna be the rehabilitated ones.
Right,
They're gonna be the ones that said, hey, they're reformed.
right.
And you do know eventually you probably start being attractive enough to where people gonna say, wait, I can go get mental health, more time, uh, free out my cell, and resources if I go to these yards. And to those people, I'm gonna be real. There's a lot of people up there with 200 years and 5 life sentences. I don't know how long will a psyche take staying locked down versus knowing they can go somewhere and maybe show the parole board or the prison system or the appealing court that I can function in society.
That's the whole point. Especially people who don't got a date, who trying to get a date. That's the whole point. It's to show that you can function in society. That's the whole thing. That's the whole point of all of this.
Is a show you can function. Do you have a date?
Yeah, I got a date. I'm a couple years. I'm to the house. I just did 15. I got about two more left.
So you don't got to go to board. You got to set date.
I was a YOP too, but when I was YOP, they didn't have youth offender yards. They just had like later on when I came to like a law passed, and they said if you was under 25 and committed a crime because your frontal lobe wasn't fully developed, and the psychologists came out with senators and they made these new laws, Senate Bill 260 and 261. 260 is under 18, 261 is under 25, and they call us youth offenders if you committed your crime, in those age brackets. So they gave me a youth offender parole date, which was on my 14th year. My downfall was the phones because obviously I speak out a lot about this type of shit, and I show my face, and I get caught with phones. It's a sacrifice that I chose to make because I just don't like what's been going on in the narrative that's been spun. So my the board didn't let me go home on that date, which was July 3rd of this year, because of these kind of write-ups, you know what I'm saying? But my hard date is in about 2 years.
So you okay? Cool. Okay. So man, you was how old was you when you went to prison?
20,
And you could be home 38.
30, yeah, 38, yeah.
So you have just as much time in prison almost than you had on the streets.
Damn near.
Well, think about it. The first 2 years we don't even remember.
First two,
Your
I
last
probably don't
18,
remember
you
until
remember
about
everything.
I probably don't remember until about 4, 5.
You see what I'm saying? So you got more time when it come to this in prison than you got really on the street. So what
In
programs,
my
if any,
in my right mind, yes.
what programs, if any, would you hope would reach out to the made men and try to tap into y'all to become a resource for either in there or on the street, maybe educational or maybe a book committee, or maybe somebody that trains you
We
on
welcome.
truck driving? Like, is it any? Have you put this
But
thought
that's a good
together?
one too. That's a good one too. And we welcome. Let me say this before I name some specific ones. We welcome anything that will better us, that will help us better ourselves on the outcome of this situation, on the end of this situation. We welcome anything that'll better us, even if we don't know about it yet, and it's something new that people think that could help us. We welcome it. We welcome it. Now, I was just talking to my boy. He said he had something for me regarding the on oil refinery. He said I just need to get certain classes, some OSHA classes, 501, and some different ones that he named. Stuff like that. That's stuff that will be extremely helpful to us. Like you said, the truck driving classes. I know a lot of guys that come home from prison and go take those classes and get the truck driving trucks because you can do it as a felon. So stuff like that, we would love for that type of stuff to reach out to us and deal with us. You know what I'm saying? Like we welcome anything that will help us move forward, that will help us in our rehabilitation journey and welcome us back into the community. We welcome it.
Shout out to Broke Part Two. This day got me stuck. I done sworn in as a Jehovah Witness. I start Monday. Whack preacher no pass the offering tray. I got $7. Hey R&B. Yo, salute Broke Part Two. So that's a good one. So I think what maybe y'all need to do is really create your blueprint, because every time somebody leave the yard that's in that position, somebody got to be put in that place to maintain communication, to say, hey, these are the opportunities that's out here. These are the people that we tapped into.
Yeah.
OSHA, truck driving, they'll send you the book, send you this, how much time you got, keep in communication, the areas you're going to. Because maybe on the streets, it may come a, it may, something could be formed to where brothers that are connected like that and are doing the classes internally, the people on the street know they coming, so it may be some job availability.
Okay. They saying your screen black.
My screen black?
It been black for a minute.
Oh shit. Hold on. Still black?
Yeah, it's still black.
Oh, hold on. Still black?
Still black. Only reason why I said something because R&B said something. I wasn't even tripping. I thought you knew it.
Oh hell no. I can see you real good.
Yeah, your screen black.
That's crazy.
So I was right there, man. You see, that's my bro right there, man. And
Who that?
he out there boots on the ground and he made man. He out there making sure that he check in with young brothers and try to get them on the right way before they even make it to any of this. Like, cause that's where it all started, right? It's before.
So John Little, you said made men is a mafia term. These suckers is sleeping with the fish. He already addressed that that's not what it is. What it is they're transitioning from being told what to do to men that's helping boys turn themselves being made into men. So this is not a mafia gangster thing at all.
At all.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can see you
At
real
all.
good. We're
Yeah,
gonna
your
keep it
screen
going.
is
The
all the way black.
conversation is, I don't know, because I can't leave. I'm flipping the screen.
It's all good. I mean, shit.
Let me see. Screen off. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know why it's doing that. But I think, listen, I think y'all might be on to something, bro, because you made it clear we ain't here for the PDF files, for the people that then violated women, violated kids. We're not here for the
No.
people that told. We're here because of the rules that they've created up top have restricted people from going back to the main line. So now that you got thinkers, you got real people and some real gangsters down there, we ain't gonna just sit
I mean,
back and
yeah.
let you dictate us.
Yeah. At some point, it's like we asked and we said this and we said, let us just take the DPs. You got baby moves like, man, let me just take my DP. That went took a DP and went to another yard and took another DP and they kept running him off of each yard. Like, so you got niggas that tried and We done been asking and saying, man, can we figure something out that, and it's unforgiving. Like it's no backpedaling. So at this point, it's like fuck it, bro. Like this is where we at. So fuck it. Like most of y'all niggas will be over here eventually anyway, because at the end of the day, it's so easy to be bad.
Yeah.
It, it- it's so easy. They make it too easy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I mean, we all know that in every hood, like, bro, we don't follow black people don't follow rules well. You know what I'm saying? They don't follow rules well. Now, mind you, don't get me wrong, it is things that you can do on the line where you just get a DP, but these things are not one of them. Like these certain things that we talking about right now, they're not one of them. Once you go to one of these YLPs, that's 50-50. Once you go to one of these EOP yards, once you get a level 3 override and hit a 50-50 yard or whatever the case may be, they're not even really called that. I seen the video. Shout out to Young Hefe. She did the video with the Hispanic older dude that was talking about where did the term come from, 50-50 and all of that. That is not a CDCR term. That is not a police term. That's a term coined by the Hispanics. And what CDCR is calling these facilities are non-designated program facilities, NDPFs, non-designated program facilities, and the other ones are non-programming facilities. What that means, it should be self-explanatory in the name. Non-designated, which means it's no designation, GP or SNY. Program facilities, which means there's more programs. That means you wherever you was at, you prove that you can program. So we sent you to a place where you can get more programs. That's what that is. That's what the department and that's what CDCR is calling them. So they're saying like they are basically saying they're done honoring prison politics with GP and SNY and all of that shit. They like, man, it's either programmers or non-programmers. That's it.
Yeah. Listen, it's an uphill struggle for y'all, but bro, every movement had a start. You
True,
know what I'm saying? Yo,
true.
I just got out last year, man. If I get in this rap game, I got people who crip blood, different gangs, most doing life ain't on that. Do everything for my people behind the wall, free the real ones. Um, you will end up on that other side of the yard. Whack, what up? Yo, listen, I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm glad that you had the heart and the mind to create something because when I seen people like Peabody and Lil Sonny and cats like that that's down on these yards, I'm like, hold on, them is real generals. That ain't it ain't just no scary ass dudes running around them yards.
Come
You
on,
know
bro.
what
These
I'm
are legends, bro. I'm from Los Angeles, bro. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say, nigga. Little Sonny, nigga. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we
Yeah,
know
but
what's
Lil
up with Little
Sonny come
Sonny.
he come down off death row.
He come down off death row for sure. 20-something years on death row.
Yeah, so he get to come outside at night, right?
Man, he ain't he on right now. Sonny is on a level 3, 50-50. That's where he's at right now. So he's like, bro, I used to walk the yard with Sonny. I'm talking about that was my everyday nigga. When we walked the yard, he used to say shit like blood. I never thought I'd be able to do this. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Like, do what? Walk around on the yard? He like, yeah. I'm like, wait, it ain't yards on death row? He like, yeah, but it's half this basketball court with 80 people with knives. He used to run up on the females like we was in high school. I used to be like, bro, you can't do that shit, bro. What you doing? You gonna get us in trouble. Nah, fuck that, nigga. She pretty. Like, this is how Sonny was like a kid in the candy shop, bro, because look at where he was at this whole time. So he not giving a fuck about what no niggas telling him he need to be or none of that shit.
Listen, at the end of the day, if you ain't there to live it, you can't really judge it. I
My nigga
paroled it.
Twin, shout out to Moon, man, from East Coast, man. He said me and Ten Line was the only crib Sonny respected. He ain't lying about that, Sonny. So, my boy Gutter, man. Shout out to Gutter, man. Shout out to Moon.
I paroled in '99. I got a J number, so wasn't no 270, 180, 50-50. It was just mainline, shoe, the whole PC. PC went to the hole. And there was a lot of
Right.
people walking the main line who was no good until a kite come down. Wasn't no cell phones, wasn't none of that.
Hold on, can I touch on something? Whoever John Lindell is, bro, He just says the craziest shit in the world. He said, once you go over there, it's no coming back. That's like forgiving snitching. Come on, bro. You can't equate snitching to nothing else but snitching, bro. Like,
That's
let's
it.
be real. Let's be real. Snitching is snitching. It's the utmost. It's the ultimate when it comes to anything that you represent. Anybody who represent any gangster shit. If you tell on somebody, you testify on somebody, you get somebody locked up, you a rat. That's in every culture. That's even these cops. If they tell on each other, they consider them rats. Snitching is snitching. It's nothing else you can equate to that. Period.
John Lindell, he probably a dude, 115 pounds with some bifocals. You know, ain't never did no time, but he probably heard a bunch of war stories. Um,
Yeah.
Lionheart, he right, telling is telling, right? Shout out to, yo, are the inmates listening to Cardi B?
I mean, we fuck with Cardi.
Her album is hot. I can't front.
Yeah,
No
we fuck
skip.
with Cardi. We don't fuck with
What
Megan.
y'all got in there? Y'all got like music on your iPad?
No, we got the tablet, bro. We got the little GTO tablet. It stream little shit. We able to buy CDs out the package catalog and shit. We got a CD player.
So you got your own account.
Yeah,
Got you. All right. So the
yeah.
tablet don't play music.
The tablet play music.
Okay. What else does it do? Like FaceTime?
It do video chat. You can't do it from your cell. You gotta do it with a little stand in the day room. It send like messages. You can make your GTO phone calls basically straight off the tablet from your cell. It do a lot of different shit. I mean, it's way more. It do way more than when a motherfucker had to get on that phone list and wait and get that one call a day.
So the phone, no nobody even use the phone no more.
People still use them. People still use them.
And the tablet's free.
The tablets is free. Yes.
For phone calls, but you gotta pay for movies and all that.
Yep. You pay a fee, monthly fee for the little movies. They outdated, but it's better than nothing.
The movies is outdated.
Yeah, they older shit.
What
Nothing
about
new.
TV channels? Like they got TV on there, just movies.
They got TV. They got two movie channels where they switch to movie once a week. Them is a little more newer, but they got like basic little TV channels, ABC, CBS, and shit like that.
So ain't no more weights in prison.
No more weights.
Just dip bars, pull ups,
Dip bars, pull up bars, yeah, shit like that. No more weights.
basketball, handball,
Basketball, handball,
and
yep.
the track.
They got the track. The track ain't gonna go nowhere.
That's it. Are
That's
they
it,
doing
yeah, dog.
vocational training behind the vote gate?
They got a couple vocationals still. They got painting, they got masonry, they got small engines. They got quite a few vocations, yep.
So they don't do graphic arts and all that no more?
Not anywhere I've been. I heard they had underwater welding in certain places, but that's not anywhere that I've been.
Mm. So they pretty much just warehousing people.
For the most part, you know what I'm saying? They trying to get a little more progressive because the rules is changing and stuff is changing or whatever. So they trying to change it up and get it right a little bit and add more programs. They got something called the California model where they're trying to change their way of thinking. But the CEOs is bucking that too, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't really want to change. They stuck in how they move to. Then these cameras and stuff has like messed up a lot of relations with between staff and inmates because if they always being watched, they don't really feel as comfortable as talking and speaking really how they feel. It's a blessing and a curse. Not so many people get their ass whipped by the police, but at the same time, certain things that we was able to do, we just not able to do them no more.
How much y'all locked down on those yards, EOP yards?
You don't really go on lockdown on EOP yards. Like you have a certain amount of time they can only lock you down. Like we be on lockdown and still go to our groups. Like during the statewide lockdown, it was said on the PSR, which is the daily program sheet or whatever. Priority groups. All EOP groups, all EOP ducats, all mental health ducats are priority ducats. So our one-on-ones, our groups to go play rec groups just to play dominoes and shit. It's all priority ducats. So even on these statewide lockdowns, which California has had two this year, I've never since my whole entire prison term, I only had a statewide lockdown, and that was only for 2 or 3 days, and that's when Yogi got killed. Now This year, California has had 2 statewide lockdowns
Who
for
is
over a
Yogi
month.
for the people just came in?
Yogi was a part of like the Soledad Seven. He killed some police and stuff. He was a big name in the BGF thing. He was a revolutionary. He was like one of the last living revolutionaries,
Where he
and the
get
white
killed
boys
at
killed him.
Folsom?
He got killed at Folsom. The white boys killed him in Folsom during the month of August, which, like I said, is Black August, which
So
is a time to reflect on all our fallen soldiers and all our revolutionaries and eat together. All that crip and blood shit, that shit supposed to stop during Black August. It's a time to reflect. It's a time to build. It's a time to, teach and learn and find out what this shit really about.
so what he had a debt or they got at him like they he had a debt or something? 'Cause it seemed to be like for
Nah,
them.
nah. Some people say that the police, let that up, set that up because he had killed some police. That was the thing about the Soledad Seven. I'm not exactly too. I don't want to say nothing wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was like them 7 niggas in Soledad had killed a couple police or something like that. But they were saying like the police had a hit on them. They were saying that like the police basically set that up to happen because he had just got kicked out of the shoe.
Got you. And they shut
Yeah.
it down for 2 days.
Nah, yeah, they shut it down statewide for like 3 days. That prison that it happened at, it was shut down for longer.
Okay, in fear of retaliation. He must have been BGF. Had to be.
He was BGF, yes.
But look, man, my platform is here. I get what y'all doing. The made man. A lot of you guys out there, y'all keep hearing 50-50 SNY, PC. The made man ain't for PDF files. It ain't for rapists. Ain't for child molesters. It ain't for people telling. It's for those people that had to go down, get their classes, but can't go back up. Get their mental health right, but couldn't go back up. So they stuck where they at. So they created their own movement. And it just started. It's about 2 weeks in.
About 2 weeks here, yeah.
It's just a whisper right now. HK from BPS is the guy that got a hold of me and first discussed it with me, and I talked about it last week based upon details that he gave me, but I felt it's only right you guys put a name to a face. But
Shout out to my
nevertheless,
boy. Shout out to my boy Raylo. He been pushing it with me. He one of the beginning ones. You feel me? And he been
Raylo
pushing
from
this to.
40s, right?
Yup,
Got you.
yup.
Shout out to damn homies. Y'all,
Shout out to damn homie.
y'all go check her page out. The brother HK has an interview over there about a week ago where he had 3 young men in a cell. And that kind of got my attention. They was like, they put me on the yard. I didn't know. Then when I tried to go up, this happened. And they shot me back out of there. Yo, people keep asking me, because the youngster kept saying, I pulled a skit. What does that mean?
A skit.
Dude said I pulled a skit to get out of there.
Oh, so he meant like he pulled like a mental health skit, like he went suicidal, or he may have, faked a mental health breakdown, whatever it was. It was a skit. It was an act. It was like, a move. He busted a move to get where
So
he
in my
needed to go.
day, we called that man down. The nigga did a man down.
Well, a
That's
man
what we
down
called it.
is,
Hey,
yeah,
motherfucker.
that shit's running rampant throughout the system now. I'm talking about these niggas is calling man down because nigga they was missing some cookies out of their lunch. They man down, and they got to do a whole little process now. Like that shit is outrageous.
Well, listen, man, we here. Keep your head up. I'm anybody I run into out here, because people is asking me questions. I'm gonna definitely direct them to you if you give me the green light to do that.
It's
And
all good, bro.
I'm gonna sit back and we gonna see where this go, bro. I'm here for you. Shout out to
My
Machi.
IG, my
Yeah,
TikTok, my YouTube, it's all the same. H3PNB.
H3PMB.
Yeah,
Instagram, TikTok.
H3PNB.
Y'all
Everything
tap
is all the
in,
same as
follow him.
this.
Follow damn homies. Check her YouTube channel out. She didn't interview. Look, she got some reputables. Just so y'all don't know, Peabody.
Reptables.
He's a founder of UBN. Um, Lil
So
Sonny.
sunny.
He was on death row with Tukey Williams. He was there when they executed him. right? She
Yeah.
got some solid interviews.
Baby
Shay got a
Mosin
bunch of
Raymond. She
interviews
got
over
baby
there.
Mosin Raymond. You feel me? Baby Mosin Raymond is loved over there. Like, just ask about him. Like, you know what I'm saying? She got a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And she got, other people who on the line too, who got their views too. So if you want both perspectives, then you go look and you go see and hear what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of these ones that's like, you know, uh, that's just saying that they don't have points. Don't get me wrong, bro. They got points and you can go here, but they points just not solid enough to me. You know what I'm saying? And I challenge any one of them to just pull me up and we can have a debate about it because I'm really that type of dude. Like, and I stand on everything that I say.
Listen, those of y'all on the main line, I'm pretty sure y'all seeing this. You want to have a conversation? Tap in with me. We want to hear y'all point of view. Maybe some adjustments could be made. I don't know. But we do know what the brothers movement are on these other yards. Made men, again, they're not there for the PDF files, the
No,
rapists, child molesters, or the rats. They're there for the people who had to come to classes, who got placed on yards, didn't know no better, and can't go to a regular yard because of the rules and regulations set by those people on the regular yards. And they now identify themselves as the made men. So let's stay tuned. Let's watch their movement. Those of y'all that may have some resources for them, the brother then said his IG and his TikTok. Y'all tap in with him. And hey, let's see where it goes. In the meantime, keep your head up, bro. I'm here if you need me. Salute. Keep the faith. And you a couple years to the house.
salute, bro. I
I see.
appreciate everything,
I'm,
man.
I'm here for you. And hopefully, when you come home, we can sit down and powwow on this side.
For sure, bro. So I'm always open to that, man.
All right, love.